It's good to be here, and I just love the name of the organization. I mean, as I travel around Northeast Iowa, I talk to people all the time who are counting on us to make progress for them. I'm running for Congress because we have got to get an economy that works for everyone. We've got to. And we start with minimum wage. We've got to raise the minimum wage. We've got to get equal pay for equal work. And that's not just a woman's issue. When women succeed, families succeed. And when families succeed, our communities do so much better. And people are counting on us to go to Congress, to work in our state house, to make some of these things happen. You know, I think also when you look at jobs in the economy, we've got to stop Congress from giving these special deals that incent corporations to offshore factories and jobs and dollars. That's not helping us. So we've got to stop that. We've also got to make sure that we're making sure that education is extremely accessible to people and affordable. As I travel around the district, I talk to so many people who are in debt up to their eyeballs. Education is what made this country strong, and we've got to be there fighting for people's access to it, the affordability of it, and we've got to look, you know, just the other day I had 3 members of Congress come in, 3 women came in, one from Illinois, one from Michigan, and one from Florida. And we went to see the iron workers training facility. And you know what they told us? They told us they're having a hard time getting into the high schools to talk to people about you know, the trades and about the need we have in our country for skilled workers and the pride you can have in those jobs and the kind of career that can be. I mean, I feel really strongly about early childhood and about K through 12 and about accessibility to our 2- and 4-year colleges. But I'll tell you what, those training programs also need to be right up there. When we talk about back to school, let's remember every place where we get educated and trained for tomorrow. I think in addition to that, one thing we talk about a lot in our district is the importance of standing by our sacred promise to Social Security. You know, I'm running against someone who says he's in favor of Social Security, but has voted for a budget that would slash Social Security, voucherize Medicare, and raise the eligibility age to 70 years old. Now that's wrong. That's against what we promised all of you and all of our workers. So, you know, there are a lot of things. I could go on. You're sitting in the hot sun. We are working hard on this race. Let me just sum this up with, you know, we're having a lot of surrogates come into the state. I know everyone's enjoying that. But we had a hometown hero come to Cedar Rapids yesterday. It jammed our office, which is now the coordinated office for Cedar Rapids, and that was none other than Ashton Kutcher. And of course, my 3 daughters, who are 2 are back in school out of state and one's working, couldn't be there. They're very jealous. It was kind of a fun moment for me. But, you know, I loved what he said. He said a lot of things. I thought he had a great message about, you know, voting Democratic this year. He was there for Hillary. He was there for us down ballot. But, you know, at one point he just said, you know, Iowans, you know, we're not the kind of people that kick people when they're down. We're the kind of people that take care of people when they're down. We help them. And he said, you know, I'm all about doing the right thing. And that's why I'm running for Congress. We've got to do more of the right thing. I'm running against Rod Blum, and he is a guy that has continually voted against the middle class. And here's how I feel. In Iowa, in the 1st District, when you vote against the middle class, you don't go back to Congress. Thanks for all your help.